Yo, 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 we are live in effect. DOK Principles of Shopping. My name is AKA Kanston from Kanston Development. We're doing live at Common Ground Cafe, 233 Douglas Avenue, Providence, Rhode Island, United States of America. No, I'm not from Africa. I'm not in Africa. I am here in the United States of America. So listen, yo, there's gonna be some principles of shopping going down. Listen, you all just need to listen up, because there's this lady named Deborah Pierce-Kansto. Say she got some principles. I just want to see what she got. Go shopping. You know, I lost a lot of weight. She bought me a whole lot of clothes. Hopefully, she didn't make me go broke by doing that. But you know, but listen, there's gonna be some down. I don't know she teach you, but you know, it's something. I guess log KNSTO, get out book, and you know, DOK Principles of Shopping. Here we go, live and direct.
I can't. That is so funny. Yeah, this is unexpected because this is unexpected. Anyway, thank you everybody out. I want to give out free gifts. So first one to share, that is this V. Anderson.
Listen,
this is the gift for you. Should we show everybody what it is? Show them what it is. Show them what it is. This is the gift that she'll be getting today. You know, write your stuff down. Write it down. Write it down. Write the vision, make it plain. And as Kareem said, my name is Deborah Kanston, and we're going to be talking about principles of shopping. And we're only going to cover 3 principles today because that's enough that we need to do today. But I want everybody who is here to write their name down and their favorite store. And also, I'm going to give you. Oh, if you're on Facebook, I guess you could write down what your favorite store is and what your name is if you are going to be watching stream today. I found out last night I didn't even notice, but these are also and here's some pins. I have a lot. Let's start at 3. You have 3 favorite stores. How about that? You have 3 favorite stores.
I'll just do one.
You just do one. All right. Let me get the bag.
You can get some good stuff, so I'm not putting that out. Put it in.
Yep. We'll do that at the end. That'll be another prize. See? Yay for prizes. Woo! So we're going to start out with a question. Why do you shop? Why do you shop?
Because my kids need stuff. She's growing at a rapid pace, 2 inches a year.
So you shop for other people.
Yes.
Do you shop for you?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, yeah, I do.
But you probably shop more for other people. It sounds like
shop more for other people
than for yourself, because that was the first thing that you thought of. Why do you shop?
I shop out of necessity. I'm not a shopper. It takes me a long time to buy stuff just because you can't buy anything without trying it out.
Yeah.
So I'm not in the mood to try everything on. Like, I would much rather shop for shoes because I think I really enjoy shopping for shoes.
Yeah.
But clothes, it's work. So it's not a necessity.
All right. So why do you shop?
To buy stuff and to buy stuff.
Do you shop for you or you shop for other people?
For other people.
You shop for other
people.
Not for you.
Why do you shop?
To slay.
To slut. Can you explain that for people who don't know what that means?
So I can look good.
So you can look good. All right,
No, I feel good.
that's good. That's good. And why do you shop? Well, you already said you don't, but when you do shop, why do you shop?
Because you like it.
Cause I got a whole lot.
Jeez.
You are shopping out of necessity. So most people here are either shopping out of necessity, shopping for other people, and there's only one person like me. We shop for ourselves. So we kind of split up. But it's just good to know when you're approaching shopping. If I can find a deal, I am very excited. And if I go somewhere and I'm looking for something and I find a deal, I am overjoyed and more than excited. So every time I'm out, I'm always looking for something. If it's not for me, it's for somebody else. But just always keep it in the back of my mind. Oh, I can get this for this one. I can get that for that one. I can get this for me. Or I have this to go to. I have this place to go to. So you out and looking. I'm always looking for myself, for friends, for special occasions. So I think people, when they shop there, and for the people who, shop, we don't want to make it any more harder than it is that you're already out there in the first place. So, and every time we're out, we know with society, everything we do, we gotta buy at some point in time. Unless somebody is giving it away to you, but for the most part, we always end up having to buy something. So why not get the best price for whatever it is that you have to have? So everybody has their note sheets with the 3 principles. Take notes as you feel free. If you need me to repeat anything, let me know as well. And we're going to start out with principle 1. So our first principle is to have a plan. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have a sheet. Did you get a paper too? Here you go. You got to write on it. So, number 1, having a plan. Now, when you shop without a plan, what do you think happens when you shop without a plan?
You get distracted or you buy random stuff that it wasn't the purpose of going out for.
Exactly. So that's why when you're going out to shop, you really need to have a plan. And that usually ends up including you having a list. It might be one thing on the list, but it's nice to know when you go out, because you do get distracted, to say, I came out for an original reason, and not forget that and go home and say, I got all of this stuff in my bag and not the thing that I originally went out to get. So, having a list and having a plan will definitely help you spend less money, but definitely spend the money that you wanted to spend on what you want. And also the state. Now, I know when I'm going shopping, I plan where I'm going to go based on where it is and how many places I can hit at one time, especially if I have a limited amount of time. So say I have to go to a special event and I got to get shoes, I got to get a bag, I got to get, a dress, a whole outfit, stocking. I try and think, well, what is one place I can go and get everything? Or at least find some place I can go and get all those things without having to drive way down here or way down there. So you want to stay organized when you're shopping, and also know exactly what you have already before you go out. Because sometimes you might not have to shop in a store. You can shop in your closet, which can be helpful as well. So that takes you to the next thing, which is for our necessity people, don't wait till the last minute. And that's usually where we run into problems sometimes. But my husband, for some reason, he shops at the last minute and can find things that fit him right off the rack. I'm not real sure how he does that.
Takes in 2 minutes.
I said, I'm not really sure how, but you know, shopping takes time. As much as you don't want it to, it does take time. So it helps to not wait to the last minute, to kind of know in advance where you're gonna go, kind of what you think you're gonna wear, and especially when you're going to an event, ask the person throwing the event what kind of event it is. So sometimes you don't come underdressed, you don't come overdressed, so you know kind of what you're working with. Also, which is good for me, I shop consistently and often, so I'm not making major purchases of $500 and $600 and $700 at a time. Try and spread it out over a longer period of time, then it doesn't feel as bad as bad to you. And it's not much as a sticker shop either, but also you get a chance to take advantage of deals and sales and promotions that are going on, because stores are constantly putting out sales and promotions. They put them out at certain times of the year. They do different rotations in their stores, maybe like 6 to 8 times, every 6 to 8 weeks, they'll do something different. They may send you a coupon based on how often you shop. So it helps to consistently go to places, especially those favorite places you wrote down, to go there all the time, because then you'll see different things. You'll get to kind of catch on to the different things that are going on at your favorite stores. The next thing is shop with a calculator. Because everybody knows you're sitting there and it says, well, this is the price. And then this sticker, got a red sticker, a blue sticker, a yellow sticker, a purple sticker. One is 10% off, one is 20% off. And then on top of that, if you go over here in clearance and you get another 70% off of that, and you're like, how much does this cost? And not all stores, I mean, Macy's is good for it, but not all stores have, the scanners that'll tell you right away. I think Target has them too. I think Walmart might, some they just say, forget it, just go over there and just scan it and you'll know what it is. But sometimes you don't, and you want to make sure that you're not overspending if you came in with a budget, because you have plans. And also you want to get the best deal. So, a calculator, everybody should have one on their little phones. So use your calculator, it's important. But a quick thing, if you don't have a calculator and you don't have time, 10%. Just move that decimal over once, and that's 10%, and then just start adding 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. You can do that too if you run into a bind and you don't have a calculator with you.
You can have $1 off for every $10 for 10%.
Correct. And if you're ever looking at something with some weird number that got 94 or 97 at the end, like you can round up, to get a general idea of what you're gonna pay. And also take into consideration too, like in Rhode Island, we don't have tax on shoes and clothes. Other places they do. So when especially here, if we're crossing over to either Connecticut or Massachusetts, keep that in mind too. Okay, I saw something I liked in Massachusetts, but I'm gonna have to pay tax on that as opposed to not paying tax in Rhode Island. And also take advantage of tax-free days and weekends as well, especially for those major purchases that you have, like television and furniture and stuff like that. And my last principle for do not go food shopping when you are hungry. Because if you go food shopping when you're hungry, you will buy everything that you pass by, that you say, ooh, I wanted to try that, and you'll end up buying something for like $8.99 that you ain't got no just because you're like, ooh, I'm hungry and I want to try it. So that is the last principle for having a plan. Our next principle is gonna be, don't buy it unless you need it, which I don't follow all the time. But it's good to know, it's just good to know what you have. Because there is a difference between need and want. So, call out some things that are needs.
Black pants.
Anybody else?
A jacket. A jacket. Depending on what you wear, is, jackets, suit jackets, or
That's true.
versatile ones, not just one with a pattern on the walls here.
This is very true. What about a need? What do you think a need is when you're shopping? Or for you?
Oh, like yoga pants for my job.
Oh, see, so
workout clothes, at a gym.
okay. What about you? What's the need? Khakis? Oh,
You talking about school clothes or regular any clothes?
any
Need.
like something that you need.
You need to have a nice
go to Trader Joe's or maybe food going everything whole food, organic food. So, you know, as you build up to do that, just make sure you do it in stages. You don't have to go gung-ho, you know, all at once either. And just, you know, adjust your menu and your budget, you know, just to, you know, support your lifestyle if you're going to do something like that. And then you had touched on that earlier about having those basic pieces in your wardrobe so that you can then kind of like layer on top of it or add to your wardrobe. So, Fanta, you had said, you know, having a black t-shirt. A black t-shirt is one of those things that are important. Having a black t-shirt. Having a white shirt that's buttoned down and long sleeve. You know, a t-shirt that's like a crew neck, maybe even a V-neck. If you have one short sleeve and long sleeve, you can wear that. Having a pair of black slacks, having a black skirt, owning a black jacket. That's very good to have as, you know, staple pieces in your closet. Owning a neutral color suit as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be black. It can be brown, gray, something like that. Having a pair of jeans that fit. That when you go out, you ain't got to tug, pull. When you sit down, it don't show nothing that nobody else wants to see. Everybody should have one pair of jeans that are like, yeah, I can wear that and I look good. So everybody should have that one pair of jeans. You should definitely own a belt. Kareem. You have to own a belt. You should have a pair of black shoes. Now, your black shoes, you have black shoes on? No, you don't have them on today. But anyway, he has a pair of black shoes that we just found yesterday. I can't. A pair of black shoes, and they're dressy, but they can also be worn with jeans, and they also can be worn with, you know, dress pants as well. So guys sometimes have a better option in doing that than women do sometimes. But you know, having a pair of black shoes, having a pair of black pumps, so you might end up having, you know, like flats and then pumps for women. And because you live in New England, you have best to have a pair of boots. Because if you don't have boots, you shouldn't be outside in no pumps in the snow. I said, so boots don't even, that's not even a want. I said, that's not even a want. People who live in New England, that is a need. A pair of boots is a need. And you might be stupid. You might need a leather pair, and you might need a pair that go all the way up to your knee with fur inside that's insulated as well. No, it's true. So those types of things you should usually like invest in. So yes, you need to get them at the best price you can get them at, but invest in those pieces and not get them at like invest in it and make sure it's a good sound piece, you know, in your wardrobe that you can use throughout the entire year. Because, you know, if you get a good black jacket, you can wear that the whole season, especially if it's made of the right material. Like some of that wool blend is, you can take it all the way from, you know, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And also, I have some clothes I've had for years. This sweater here, I've had it for a long time. Even that's what not like I wore it today. But I've had this skirt for a long time, but I mean, I don't wear it every day, but I mean, if you get quality stuff, you're able to, you know, keep it for a longer time. And also, if your, you know, your weight fluctuates as well, you can get stuff tailored. Some people are scared of the tailor. I don't know why. The tailor's my best friend, probably because I'm tall and I've always had to go. But, you know, a tailor can be a good friend of you too and help you save money, because those clothes that you really like, you can get them taken in, you can get them, you know, fixed if you really, you know, wanted to keep them. And the dry cleaner is, I go back and forth with a dry cleaner. I like stuff that got machine washable on it now. I used to be a big dry clean person. I have kind of gotten away from that, but I'm all about machine washable. But if you have to, have a good, you know, a good dry cleaner as well, especially for your coats in the winter, because sometimes they'll also store them for you. which is nice as well. Then you can kind of keep those up for a couple of years too. Definitely for a couple of years. And our last and final principle, the cardinal rule: never pay full price. There's no reason anybody to have to pay the manufacturer suggested retail for anything. Because that's a suggestion. That's why it says manufacturer suggested retail price. That's what the manufacturer hope and pray somebody would pay for, but anybody did that. So there they would make the most, the maximum amount of money. But that's why I say 99.9% of the time, you should follow that rule of never paying full price. I don't say 100% because sometimes, there's that thing that you want that will never, ever in life go on sale. So what do? You got your little penny change thing to the side, and you save, set money aside until you get it. Like, don't forgo your needs in order to get a want. Save up for those things that you want. But if those things that you need, most of those you usually don't have to pay full price for because they're staples, and most manufacturers know everybody's going to be using it. So people are going to be competing as far as the price that they're going to put down for them, because they know, well, they could probably go to another store and get it at a better price. So why don't I try and do that price? So that's why I said earlier about being aware of sales and markdowns and rotations. That helps when you're going to stores consistently. So you'll notice the trends. You'll find associates that you can say hi to, and they'll tell you, don't buy that today. Buy that next week when we're going to mark it down because we're going to get some new ones in, and it's not going to make a difference if you get the new ones from last month. So, be aware of that. If you have rewards programs at the favorite stores that you put in, sign up for those. Most of them are free. I mean, I know a couple of them that you have to pay like $10 a year, or you have to spend a certain amount of money in order to get certain percentages off. Most people are shying away from that, but for the most part, they are free. If you sign up for those, your consistency and the type of shopping that you do will determine what type of coupons you get. If they don't hear from you for a long time, they'll be like, oh, here's $20, come back. $10 here, $10 here, 1 month here or another. And if you're consistent, you can build up points, and then that'll help you count on a future purchase as well. So and some people don't like all of the easiest way to get those kind of notifications. So the email account that doesn't get flooded into yours, just so you can get those types of that too. I know for restaurants it works great, especially if you're going with you and it's get that, and their friend and that one, and it's like 5 y'all at the table. Somebody gotta get. I mean, buy one get one, appetizer for me or free dessert, like something. So just make sure you're aware of that too. And we talked about the associates and employees knowing who you are, and also it's nice too, like if you have a problem with something that you bought and you have to return it, they're more inclined, to help you either find something else that you need, or they don't give you a hassle with returns. Because some people do give you big hassles with returns. I shop at stores that do not give me hassles with returns because I'm always returning something. Most people who have shopped with me know I am always returning something, because I'll see something like, oh yeah, that's gonna go with, oh no, that don't go. Yeah, I gotta take that back. So, I shop at stores that have good return policies. I mean, a good return policy to me is 90 days. Because I need to think about it. 30 days is okay, but I look for 60 and 90-day return policy stores that do that. The ones I know for sure, Nordstrom has a forever return policy, and so does Bed Bath & Beyond. They don't care. As far as food places, I know Trader Joe's will take anything back, and so will Whole Foods. Even if you open it and you say that was nasty, I don't even like it, they'll take it back. 60 day, I know Banana Republic will do 60 days. I'm trying to think. Nope. DSW does 60 days as far as shoes. And I want to say Burlington Coat Factory might be 30 days. Like Burlington and Cohoes, they do 30 days as far as those around here. I know Macy's and JCPenney's is 30 days as well. So, you know, to keep that in mind. But I mean, if you have a problem, you don't want to have to, you know, have a hassle. And look for those places too. I know like the craft stores, they do it the most. They'll honor competitor coupons. So if you're in a store and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to Michael's, AC Moore, and Joann's, you just bring them all. They all take each other's coupons. So find those kind of stores too. That'll save you from, you know, running around as well. And also to not pay full price is to shop off season, which is, that's how I've saved the most money, is shopping off season. Because then, you know, when I can buy summer stuff now, and when the summer comes, I'm like, oh look, I don't even gotta go, you know, and you have something to wear when summer comes, and then you might get something, you know, towards like the middle of summer, but by then stuff is starting to get marked down anyway, so you don't feel like, oh, I just spent all of this money. So, you know, the end of the season, you know, look for those deals. Definitely don't shop. If you have to get something during the season, you know, you can. But I even noticed with Nordstrom, like when I have to buy boots, like I'll buy boots every like 3 or 4 years from there. But in the summertime, they'll have a sale on everything that is gonna come out in the fall. And most of it will be like 40, 50% off. And then it'll say, okay, up until this date, then it's gonna go up. So it's like you're buying a winter coat in the middle of the summer, but it's like it's gonna save you so much more money, especially if it's something that you can wear past this year and another year and another year and another year. So think about that as well when you're planning. And then stacking coupons. That I learned that from, well, Elisa does it, I know. But I learned that too, and I was like, oh, you could do that? So if you have multiple coupons, just you have to look at the fine print on some of the things that you buy. But some places are constantly sending you stuff. And they also have a deal when you get in the store as well. So sometimes, oh, you can't use that and that one at the same time. But say for instance, I'll take DSW for instance, you'll get like these reward certificates for building up points. You can use like 3 of those certificates at a time. And you can also use a promotion that you get, you know, randomly that they send out in the mail. So you can pile things together. So if you keep track of that as well, you can use that. And the number one person in place I know with stacking coupons is the Beth and Beyond. They got the best thing ever. Their coupons never expire, and they'll take as many as you have. They will keep marking them off. They will keep marking them off, and they have a wonderful return policy. They just take stuff back whenever. They definitely take stuff back whatever. And then comparison shop. There's a couple of apps out there. I can't keep up with all the apps, but that it'll tell you if you have an item, and usually most people can have that on their phone. You can scan the barcode, and it'll show you all the different stores and how much it costs at that, you know, at the different stores. And then you can just determine where you're gonna be and see, you know, which one is closest to where you're gonna be. You don't want to go like 10 miles out to get something like that. I ain't save 10 cents. It's not worth it to go 10 miles out to save 10 cents because gas is expensive. Gas is expensive. Like the only way I can say to save money on gas is the only thing I can think, because gas is just, that's that need that unless you're taking a bus, you know, you need that to get to work or anything, is to have a rewards card that you can use for your gas, but that you're paying off consistently. You have to be really disciplined and diligent as far as using it. But if you have like a gas card, or you have a Visa or a MasterCard that you can get rewarded for spending money, you can do that. But I only say do that if you are disciplined and can keep track of it. Because if you see that bill and you like, ooh, I'm gonna let that go, well, you would have paid cash anyway. So you have to, you know, determine, you know, how disciplined you are as far as doing that and how many rewards. Because I know a lot of people go on vacations. I know like kids that have bigger families, they do their shopping and they do their, you know, they buy their gas with, you know, with reward cards so that they can go on vacation. Maybe one of the, you know, the tickets are free. Especially if you have little kids. So after 2, you a person that you're supposed to see. So, you know, it's helpful, you know, in doing that as well. So if you plan properly, you definitely can do that. So that is the last principle for today, and I'm gonna go over all three. The first one is to have a plan. Second one is don't buy it unless you need it. So, you know, weighing your needs versus your wants. And the last one is to never pay full price. And those are your principles.